Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix YouTube channel. Today we are here for the discussion of solution of Matrix Olympiad paper which was held on 13th November 2022. So we will start from class 9th and subject is physics. So let us start our MOF paper and the question number 1 is, in question number 1, it is given that a force of 5 Newton is applied on a body of mass m which is producing an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. Okay, the same force when applied on another body of mass small m produces an acceleration of 20 meter per second. Find the acceleration produced by the same force when both masses are combined together. So let us check for the first case. If force is 5 Newton, okay, and the acceleration is 10 meter per second square, that means we know that because F is equals to ma, using this formula, force is 5 Newton, mass is capital M and acceleration is 10. So from here we are able to calculate the value of capital M, that is 5 divided by 10, which becomes equal to 1 by 2 kg. Okay, now similarly, this is the value of capital M mass. Similarly, the same force is applied on a mass small m. So the force is same, but the mass is small m, it is changed, and the acceleration produced is 20 meter per second square. That means from here we can calculate the value of small m, which is small m is equals to 5 divided by 20, which becomes 1 upon 4 kg. Okay, this is equation number 2. Now what is asked in question, find the acceleration produced by the same force. That means the value of force is 5 Newton. So I'm writing here 5, value of force is 5 Newton, and both masses are combined with each other. That means small m plus capital M multiplied by A. So A becomes equal to 5 divided by small m plus capital M. So putting the values of small m and capital M, value of small m is 1 by 4 plus value of capital M is 1 by 2. So taking LCM, 5 divided by, I am writing it 8, and here 2 plus 4, which becomes equal to 5 multiplied by 8 divided by 6. So what we have, acceleration is equals to 5 multiplied by 8, that means 40, divided by 6, which becomes equal to 6.6 meter per second square. So the correct answer will be the option B. Okay, next question, in question number 2, the velocity time graph of a ball moving on the surface of a floor is given. So this is a velocity time graph for a ball moving on a surface. Calculate the force acting on the ball if mass of ball is 200 gram. So what we have given here, we have given mass of ball, that is 200 grams, which becomes equal to 0.2 kg. Okay, so we have to calculate the value of force. We know that formula for force is F is equals to ma. If anyhow we are able to calculate the value of acceleration, then easily by putting the values we can calculate the value of force. We have the value of mass in given, it is given in question. So from this graph we can calculate the value of acceleration, as we know that the slope of velocity time graph is equals to acceleration. So let us find the slope, which is given by tan theta. So as we know that slope of velocity time graph tan theta, which is equal to acceleration, which becomes tan theta is perpendicular upon base. What is perpendicular here? Perpendicular is 20. Value of perpendicular is 20 and base is 4. So I am writing here 20 divided by 4, which becomes equal to 5 meter per second square. So putting the values of acceleration and mass in this equation 1, F will become equals to 0.2 multiplied by 5, which is equals to 1 Newton. So the correct answer will be the option B, that is 1 Newton. Next question is, here we have some fill in the blanks. Okay, we have to choose the correct combination. So let us study the statement here first. Okay, and the statement is, if an object of mass, there we have to put the value of mass, accelerating uniformly from a velocity q to r, that means this is initial velocity, this is a final velocity, in s, then that means in time, it is time, s is time, then the magnitude of force exerted by the object is t. So we have to calculate the value of force and the given datas are mass, initial velocity, final velocity and time. So using these data, I am first making a formula for force. To make this question, to solve this question very quickly, let us first write the formula of force in terms of these quantities. So as we know that force is equals to mass into acceleration. Okay, mass is given in all the options. So we know that acceleration is not given in the options. So we have to convert the formula of acceleration in terms of time, initial velocity and final velocity. As we know that acceleration is given by change in velocity, that means final velocity minus initial velocity with respect to time. So this is the formula, and by putting the values in this formula we can check which option is correct. So I am solving one by one for each option. So for first, that means for A, let us check. For first, the value of force in all the option is given 50 Newton. So let us check out of these four, for which quantities, for which datas we are having value of force 50 Newton will be correct. So let us check which one of the following will give 50 Newton. Okay, so for first it is given P is equals to 100 kg, that means 100 multiplied by, and this is initial velocity, this is final velocity, 8 minus 2 which becomes V minus U, that means 8 minus 2 becomes 6 divided by time is taken 6. Okay, so this become equal to 100 Newton, which is not correct answer because in all of the options the final value of force is 50 Newton. So let us check for option B. So for option B, the mass is again given 100 and change in velocity is given 8 minus 5, this is V, this is U, that is equals to 3 divided by time is 6 seconds. So from here we can see it is 100 multiplied by 1 by 2, which is equals to 50 Newton. That means it is a correct answer. So option B will be correct answer. Okay, so by this method we can do this question very quickly. Okay, so let us check another question. Question number 4. A ball is dropped from the edge of a roof. It takes 1 second to cross a window of height 7.9 meter. That means the height of window is 7.9 and the ball is dropped from the roof of any edge. Okay, so sorry, edge of a roof. Find the height of the roof above the top of the window. Take G equal to 9.8. So let us draw a simple diagram to understand this question. So let us say this is a surface, horizontal surface, and let's say we have a window here, and the height of window is 7.9 meter. Okay, and the ball is dropped from the edge of any roof. Okay, let's say this height is h. Okay, so this height will be the h plus 7.9 meter. So whenever we drop ball from the edge of roof, we know that initial velocity is equal to 0. Initial velocity of ball is equals to 0. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to calculate this height, that means distance between the top of window and edge of the roof, and we have given the time taken to cross the window. To cross this distance, that means 7.9 meter, the value of time is given is t equal to 1 second. Okay, so let us use equations of motion. So for this question I am using second equation of motion and making two equations and then comparing, and we will find the value of distance h. So let us assume that for traveling this h distance we have taken time t. Okay, so second equation is of motion is s equals to ut plus half. In place of a we will write it g, because body or ball is doing motion under the effect of gravity. So from comparing for this value of motion from the edge of roof up to the top of the window, I am writing distance is h is equals to initial velocity is 0, this term will become 0, then 1 upon 2 gt square, equation number first. Okay, now for the distance traveled from this point to the bottom of the window, we know that the distance traveled or height traveled will be h plus 7.9, which is equals to, again initial velocity will be 0 because the ball is dropping from the edge of roof, 1 upon 2, gravitational acceleration will be same, but the time taken is, for this we have taken time t, and for traveling this distance the time is 1 second, so time will become t plus 1. In place of t we will write t plus 1 square. This is equation number 2. So now here we have two equations. Value of g is given here, 9.8 meter per second square. So we have two unknown values, h and t, and we have two equations. So by solving these two equations, easily we can calculate the value of h. So from here I am giving you idea. I am subtracting equation 2 minus 1, from where the value of t will be, I think it is equal to the 0.3 something seconds, and by putting this value in any one of the equation we will get the answer, that is h equals to, which will become 0.46 meter. That means correct option will be the option D. So next question, question number 5. Which of the following statement is incorrect? We have to find out which is incorrect statement. The velocity of body can change. That means velocity of body can change even its acceleration is 0. No, it is a wrong statement. If acceleration is 0, that means change in velocity is also 0, because definition of acceleration is change in the velocity with respect to time. So acceleration is 0, that means there is no change in velocity. This is incorrect option. Displacement of a body has same direction as that of its average velocity. It is a correct statement. Direction of acceleration due to gravity is always vertically downward toward the center of earth. It is also a correct statement. Motion of an ant on a floor, the edges is an example of translatory motion. It is also correct. So we have to find out the incorrect statement. That means the correct answer will be option A. Okay. In next question, it is given a bullet of mass 20 gram moving with a speed of 120 meter per second. It is initial velocity. It is given the value of initial velocity, and this is the value of mass. Okay. Hits thick muddy wall and penetrates into it. It takes 0.03 seconds, that means time is given, to stop in a wall. Find the distance covered by the bullet in the wall. So there is a bullet which enters, which penetrates in a muddy wall, and after some time, due to deceleration, due to resistive force, it stops. We have to calculate that stopping distance. So first of all, I am writing here the given data. We have the value of mass, that is 20 grams. I am converting it into kg, so it becomes 0.02 kg. Then after we have initial velocity u, which is 120 meter per second, and because in the last the bullet stops, so the value of final velocity is also given, that is 0 meter per second, and the time taken to stop this bullet is t is equals to 0.03 seconds. Okay, so we have to calculate distance traveled in the wall. So it is also known as stopping distance. So from using third equation of motion, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, so now we have to calculate value of s. So by solving this equation, 2as is equals to v square minus u square, and s becomes equals to v square minus u square upon 2a. So best method to solve questions, first of all make formula, then in the last put values. It will make less chances of committing mistakes. Okay, as we know that this is the formula for distance traveled by the bullet in the wall, but we don't have the value of acceleration, and we know that value of acceleration is given by v minus u upon t. So I am putting this value v minus u upon t in this formula, and also we know that value of v, final velocity, is 0. So putting both of the values simultaneously, s is equals to value of v is 0, it is minus u square divided by 2, and value of a, in value of a, I am again putting value of v is 0, it becomes minus u upon t. So we know that by this u, one power of u will be cancelled. From minus minus it is will be cancelled, t will go in numerator, s is equals to becomes ut upon 2. So putting the values, value of u is 120 multiplied by time is 0.03 seconds divided by 2. So solving this, this becomes 60, and 60 multiplied by 0.03 will becomes 1.8 meter. So the correct answer will be the option C. Okay. In next question, here we have a graph, okay, between velocity and time. Time is in hour and velocity is in kilometer per hour. So we have to calculate the average speed of car. We know that the formula for average speed of car is total distance traveled divided by total time. So we have total time, that is 8 hours, but we have to calculate total distance. And in velocity time graph, the area covered will be equal to the distance. Okay, so I'm calculating the area. We can see in this graph we have two triangles. There is a one rectangle, and then again there is another triangle. We can see the base of this triangle and this triangle is equal, that means 0 to 2 and 6 to 8. Height is also same, the both graph will cover equal area. So we know that distance, or we can say S is equals to for this for triangle, area is half base into height. Base is 2 and height is 40, so it becomes S equal to 40. So I am writing it for S1 for this triangle. For which triangle? ABF, for triangle ABF. And we know that, let us assume for this triangle the distance is S2, okay, which is also equal to 40. Now let us calculate the area covered in B, C, D, G, F for this. So for this we can write length into breadth. So this is 6, this is 2, 6 minus 2, which is equals to, let us assume the distance is S3 for this graph, and 6 minus 2 is 4 multiplied by height is 40, which becomes equal to 40 into 4, that is 160 meter. All are in meters. So total distance S is equals to S1 plus S2 plus S3, which is equals to 40 plus 40, 80, 80 plus 160, which becomes 240 meter. So let us check average speed. V is equals to total distance traveled, which is equals to 240, and total time taken, that is equals to 8. By solving this, we will have the value 30 kilometer per hour. So correct answer is option B. Next question. Area under acceleration time graph represents physical quantity which has the unit. We have to check the unit, है ना? Which is equals to the quantity becomes equal to the area under acceleration time graph. So let us draw a graph between acceleration in time. So this is time, and let's say this is acceleration. So let us have a body with moving constant acceleration. Let's say this is T1 and this is A1. So if we have to calculate area, which becomes area is equals to, so it is length into breadth, that means A1 multiplied by T1. So we know that for acceleration the unit is meter per second square. For time the unit is second. So from this second, 1 power of second is cancelled, which is equals to meter per second. Okay, so the correct option will be option D, and we know that meter per second is equals to speed or velocity, or we can say velocity for acceleration time graph. Okay, so correct option is D, meter per second. Next question is, a ball takes t seconds to fall from a height h1 and 2t seconds from the height h2. Find the ratio of h1 upon h2. We have to calculate h1 divided by h2. So from using second equation of motion, that is S is equals to ut plus half at square. Okay, so from this equation let us make two equations and then we can calculate this ratio. So we know that whenever a ball is falling from any height freely, then its initial velocity is equals to 0. So comparing this, I am writing in place of S, for first case I am writing h1, which equals to, because u is 0, that means 1 upon 2, and the ball is falling towards surface of earth. That means acceleration will be acceleration due to gravity, which will be also positive in value g, and the time taken from h1 height is t. Okay, this is equation number first. So for second case, height is h2, but the time taken, gravitational acceleration will be same on each body, and but the time is 2t. Okay, sorry, here we have to also write square. So time taken is 2t, so I will write here 2t square. Solving this, I am getting h2 equal to half g multiplied by 4t square, equation number second. So by dividing equation 1 by equation 2, I am getting the ratio h1 upon h2. We know that half g will be cancelled. Okay, so sorry, not here. Half g and half g will be cancelled, and we'll get the answer. T square will be also cancelled by T square, and in the last we will get the answer 1 by 4. So the correct option will be option C. Next question, and the last question of physics, that is, which of the following option best describes the term acceleration? Out of these four, which of the best describes the term acceleration? So we know that definition of acceleration is the rate change of velocity, or we can say change in velocity with respect to time, is called acceleration. So simply we can see out of these four options, we can say the rate change of velocity of a body with respect to time is called acceleration. So the correct answer will be the option C. Thank you.
Hello students, I am Pawan Gupta, welcomes you in MOF paper solution, which was held on 13th of November 2022, and we are going to discuss here the solutions of chemistry section. So let's discuss the question and their solution one by one. Our first question was that the matching the column type question. Column 1 contains matter, solids, gases, air pressure and states of matter, and the column 2 contains solid, liquid, gas, causes cooling, interparticle force of attraction is least, rigid nature and made of small particles. So let us match the column first and second. In column first, P contains matter, and matter is made up of small particles, so P is matching with 5. Next is Q, that contains solids, and solids have rigid nature, so Q is matching with 4. R, gases, and gases have least interparticle force of attraction, so R is matching with 3. And S, evaporation causes cooling, so S is matching with 2. T, states of matter, and solid, liquid and gases are the different states of matter, T1. So correct answer of this question is option A. Option A is the correct answer of this question. Understood? So let's discuss the next question. Question number 12. By which property are gases and the liquid different from solid? Gases, liquid and solid, all the three states of matter, and they have all volume, they can have mass, they can conduct the electricity and depend on the matter, but fluidity is different. Gases and liquid both have the property of to flow, so they have fluidity, but solids can not flow because solids are rigid in nature. So correct answer in which the gas and liquid different from solid, that is option D. Understood? Next question. Question number 13. A liquid is kept in a china dish. The evaporation of the liquid can be accelerated. Accelerated means increased. So option A is by keeping the dish in open, it is correct. By blowing air into the liquid, that is correct. By keeping the dish under running fan, this is also correct. So option D is the correct answer. All of these are correct. D. Understood? Next question. Question number 14. The question says that the forces of attraction between the particles of matter is maximum. So in this case, we can see that option A is solid, B is liquid, C is liquid, and D is gaseous. And the highest interparticle force of attraction in only the solids. So option A is the correct answer, iron rod. The next question is paragraph based. The paragraph is that the phenomena of change of liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. The rate of evaporation increases with increase in the surface area, temperature, speed, wind, and decreases in humidity. Evaporation causes cooling due to the decrease in the average kinetic energy of the remaining liquid after the surface molecules leave. Lower the boiling point of the liquid, higher is the rate of the evaporation. So let's discuss the question. Synthetic clothes are uncomfortable in summer because option A, they absorb kinetic energy from the air molecules. Option B, they do not let the sweat evaporate. Option C, they are highly porous, and option D, they are very thick. So correct answer of this question is B, they do not let the sweat evaporate because they are not porous. So option D is the correct answer. Next question, question number 16. The question is that the water spilled on the floor evaporates faster than water in glass due to. As the water spilled on the floor, the surface area will increase, and so that the rate of evaporation increases as the surface area increases. So finally, our answer of these options is correct answer is option A, increase in surface area. Next question. Question number 17 is a numerical based on the concentration of solution, and the question is that what will be the mass percentage of the solution containing 30 gram of common salt, that is a solute, and in 220 gram of water, that is solvent. We know that mass percentage can be find out by dividing the mass of the solute in gram, mass of the solute upon mass of solution in gram multiplied by 100. Mass of solute, the solute is common salt, that is 30 gram, and mass of solution can be find out by adding the amount of the solute and the solvent, that is 30 plus 220, that is the mass of the solution. Now we get 30 upon 250, and by calculating this we get the answer 12%. So the correct answer is option C. Understood? So let's discuss the next question. Question number 18. The question is that which process is used to separate a mixture of the two miscible liquids A and B, which are having boiling point 56 degrees Celsius and 65 degrees Celsius. They have the difference in the boiling point is very low, less than 25 to 30 degrees Celsius less than. So these miscible liquids can be separated by fractional distillation. So the correct answer is option B. Next question, question number 19. That is saying that which one of the following is a solution? Option A, soil, option B, aerosol, option C, coal, and option D, soda water. So correct answer is soda water is the correct answer. Next question, 20. Which of the following pairs does not contain both elements? Option A, carbon, silicon, both are elements. Option B, helium, nitrogen, both are elements. Option D, copper and silver, both are elements. Option C, contains bronze and zinc, and bronze is the alloy. So our correct answer is option C, correct answer. I hope you have understood all the questions and their solutions. Thank you very much.
Hello student, welcome to Matrix High School. Today we discuss about biology paper for class 9th. First question is the function of centrosome. Centrosome का function क्या है? First option is formation of spindle fiber, next osmoregulation, next secretion and protein synthesis. सेंट्रोसोम प्रेजेंट रहते हैं न्यूक्लियस के पास 90 की एंगल पर. तो यहाँ पर इनका फंक्शन क्या है? फर्स्ट ऑप्शन फॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्पिंडल दैट रिलेटेड विद सेल डिवीजन. तो अपना जो करेक्ट आंसर है दैट इज फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. मतलब यहाँ पर स्पिंडल फाइबर्स जो है उनकी फॉर्मेशन किससे होती है? सेंट्रोसोम से. नेक्स्ट ऑस्मोरेगुलेशन, water and minerals regulation, secretion, some chemical secrete and protein synthesis related to ribosome. So centrosome participate in formation of spindle fiber. Next, the infolding of inner membrane of mitochondria. Mitochondria में infolding जो membrane है यानी अंदर की तरफ जो fold हो रही है उसे क्या कहते हैं? फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज स्ट्रोमा, सेकेंड ग्रेना, थर्ड क्रिस्टी एंड नेक्स्ट है ऑक्सीसोम. देखिए यहाँ डायग्राम में अपन यहाँ पर डायग्राम में फर्स्ट आउटर लेयर, नेक्स्ट इनर लेयर दैट इज फोल्ड इनसाइड द मैट्रिक्स दैट इज कॉल्ड क्रिस्टी. सो आवर राइट आंसर इज क्रिस्टी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, multinucleated structure is skeletal muscle, second cardiac muscle, third smooth muscle and D all of the above. अगर अपन बात करें यहाँ मसल्स के टाइप्स की, there are three types. Number one, skeletal muscle that are voluntary in action, cardiac muscle that are involuntary in action, next smooth muscle involuntary in action. But in question, condition apply for nucleus, multinucleated structure present in skeletal muscle. skeletal muscle जो है जिसे अपन कह सकते हैं जो कंट्रोल में रहती है, हमारे कंट्रोल में है, तो अपन कह सकते हैं वॉलंटरी एक्शन जिसमें है. तो वॉलंटरी एक्शन जिसमें वहाँ multinucleated condition present है. So our right answer is skeletal muscle. Next, grapes soaked in high concentrated solution of sugar P. The process involved is known as Q. यहां पर अपने पास ऑप्शन है कि शुगर जो है उसके अंदर एक हाई कंसंट्रेशन सॉल्यूशन तैयार किया है और ग्रेप्स को रखा है वहां पर. तो अगर अपन देखें यहाँ पर प्रोसेस, तो प्रोसेस कौन सी रहती है? अपन सिंपल सा डिस्कशन करते हैं कि यहाँ पर जो ग्रेप्स है उनको कहाँ रखा हुआ है? शुगर सॉल्यूशन में, और वहां पर शुगर की कंसंट्रेशन बहुत ज्यादा है. इट्स मीन water molecule that are present in grapes come outside from grapes into the outer media, that is strong solution of sugar. So our options are shrink endoosmosis, swell exosmosis, shrink exosmosis, swell up endoosmosis. तो अपना राइट आंसर क्या रहेगा? आउटसाइड. इसका मतलब यहां पर श्रिंक हो रहे हैं. श्रिंक कंडीशन यहां पर है थर्ड में. P इक्वल श्रिंक एंड एक्सोऑस्मोसिस. इट्स मीन वाटर कम आउटसाइड फ्रॉम ग्रेप्स. दैट कंडीशन एक्सोऑस्मोसिस. हायर कंसंट्रेशन टू लोअर कंसंट्रेशन with the help of semi-permeable membrane. So exoosmosis and shrink is the right answer. Next question. Locomotory organ in amoeba is locomotory organ: cilia, pseudopodia, flagella and limbs. So our right answer for this condition are pseudopodia. Pseudopodia help amoeba for locomotion. So our right answer is B. Pseudo mean false, podia mean fit, false fit that are present in amoeba for locomotion. Right answer is option B. Next question. At the tip mean last point, tip of root, which type of meristem present? There are three type of meristem. At the tip region apical, at the lateral part lateral meristem, and at the branches region intercalary meristem. But in question the condition is at the tip. Option A apical meristem, option B lateral meristem, option D intercalary, and none of these. According to question and diagram, our right answer is apical meristem. Apical meristem present at the tip of shoot and root. Next question. The hard covering of nuts is due to. Hard covering जो होती है nuts में वो किसके कारण रहती है? First option sclerenchyma, next phloem parenchyma and sieve tube. अपन बात करें नट्स की. नट्स पे हार्ड कोटिंग इज ड्यू टू sclerenchyma that are present at dead part, dead region, hard region. So nuts covering formed by sclerenchyma. Next, which muscles present in stomach? स्टमक में कौन सी मसल्स प्रेजेंट रहती है? स्टिएटेड मसल, involuntary muscle, smooth muscles and skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscles are wrong. Next one, striated, involuntary and smooth. Striations present on skeletal muscle and cardiac that are not, because in question stomach smooth muscle that are involuntary in action and smooth. So that's answer is third and second. In given option, second and third in B option. So our right answer is option B. Next question. The incorrect statement. Given option में देखना incorrect statement कौन सा है? First, blood has 55% plasma, that are right. WBC are two type, that are also right, because granulocyte and agranulocyte two type of WBC. Albumin carbohydrate, but albumin are protein, so this one is wrong. Next, basophil is a type of leukocyte, बिल्कुल राइट है. अपने पास ऑप्शन ए, बी और डी यहाँ पर राइट है. बट एल्बुमिन की बात करें तो ये यहाँ पर एक प्रोटीन की तरह बिहेव कर रहा है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट नहीं है. सो राइट आंसर इज सी. सी इज राइट आंसर अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज इनकरेक्ट सेंटेंस. तो इनकरेक्ट सेंटेंस हमसे पूछा है. ब्लड की कंपोजिशन में 55% प्लाज्मा प्रेजेंट होता है. नेक्स्ट, व्हाइट ब्लड सेल एंड प्लेटलेट 4% एंड आरबीसी 41%. Next question, match the following and select the correct answer. Or column A, mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus and vacuole. And second column, help in synthesis of food formation. The food formation related to chloroplast. Next one is chromosome present in nucleus, and tonoplast outer covering of vacuole, tonoplast. And next one, mitochondria related to respiration. So our right answer, that are P4 and Q1 and R second and S third. And given option 4, 1, 2, 3. Option A is right for this question. These are the our biology portion in Olympiad. Thank you.
वेलकम डियर स्टूडेंट्स. आज हम एमओएफ पेपर सॉल्यूशन फॉर क्लास 9th देखेंगे. अवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दिस, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज इरेशनल नंबर. ये बेटा इरेशनल नंबर नहीं होगा, ये रेशनल होगा. ये इरेशनल नहीं होगा बिकॉज इरेशनल नंबर को हम सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते जिसका एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू हमें नहीं पता होता या पी वाई क्यू फॉर्म में नहीं डिनोट कर सकते. क्लियर. तो ये इट इज रॉन्ग, दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग, दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग, बिकॉज इसका सॉल्यूशन आप सिंप्लीफिकेशन कर सकते हैं. सिंपल सी बात ये है कि इरेशनल नंबर का आप सिंप्लीफिकेशन नहीं कर सकते, है ना. इसका सिंप्लीफिकेशन आप कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल इसके फ्रैक्शन के फॉर्म में डिनोट कर सकते हैं. इसे भी कर सकते हैं, इसे भी कर सकते हैं, इसे नहीं कर सकते. डी ऑप्शन करेक्ट होगा. नेक्स्ट, विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज अ पॉलिनोमियल. इसका डिग्री -2 हो जाएगा क्योंकि पॉलिनोमियल का जो डिग्री होता है होल नंबर होता है, इंटीजर होता है. क्लियर है. इसका वैल्यू नहीं, ये भी रॉन्ग हो जाएगा, ये भी रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. और इसका वैल्यू रूट एक्स से जब इसे एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 3x और ये 3/2 और ये माइनस हो जाएगा, इसका पावर है 1/2. तो ये एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 3x स्क्वायर हो जाएगा, सॉरी x पावर 1 हो जाएगा. क्लियर. x की पावर कितना हो जाएगा, 1 हो जाएगा क्योंकि ये 3/2 है, ये 1/2 है, 2/2 हो जाएगा, 1 हो जाएगा. क्लियर. सी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट, एब्सिसा. एब्सिसा क्या होता है, एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ऑल पॉइंट्स ऑन एक्स एक्सिस. एक्स एक्सिस हमारा ये है. एब्सिसा यहाँ भी हो सकता है, कहीं पे भी हो सकता है, एनी नंबर कुछ भी हो सकता है. क्लियर. नेक्स्ट, द लीनियर इक्वेशन ऑफ 2x - 5y = 7 हैज अ यूनिक सॉल्यूशन, इनफाइनिटी सॉल्यूशन. तो इनफाइनिटी सॉल्यूशन होंगे बिकॉज हमारे पास एक इक्वेशन है, इसके साइमल्टेनियस कोई भी इक्वेशन नहीं है, है ना. 2 वेरिएबल का इक्वेशन है, तो इसके साइमल्टेनियस यदि एक इक्वेशन और होता तो हम बोलते कि कुछ और सॉल्यूशन होंगे. बट इसके तो इनफाइनिटी सॉल्यूशन होंगे क्योंकि x का वैल्यू आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हैं, y का वैल्यू मिलता चला जाएगा, या फिर y का वैल्यू आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हैं तो x का वैल्यू मिलता चला जाएगा. नेक्स्ट, द एंगल ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल आर इन द रेशियो 5, 3, 7. एंगल का सम कितना होता है, ये कितना हो गया हमारा 10, 5 यानी कि 15. 15 का वैल्यू है हमारा 180 डिग्री, 180 डिग्री. तो 1 का वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा, 12 डिग्री. तो ये हमारा हो जाएगा सबसे बड़ा एंगल कितना हो जाएगा, 7 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 84 डिग्री। क्लियर? तो 84 डिग्री हमारा बड़े से बड़ा एंगल है, यानी कि 90 से तो कम ही है, हर एंगल हमारा 90 से कम है। क्लियर? तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? एक्यूट एंगल ट्राइंगल हो जाएगा। ए ऑप्शन हमारा करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ क्राइटेरियन फॉर कॉन्ग्रुएंस ऑफ ट्राइंगल, मतलब कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्राइंगल है और कौन सा ऐसा इसमें ऑप्शन है जो कॉन्ग्रुएंसी को फॉलो नहीं करता। क्लियर? ये SAS करता है, ASA, SSS, SSA, तो ये नहीं करता है। साइड एंगल साइड और ये एंगल साइड एंगल ये करेगा, SSS भी करेगा, SAS भी करेगा, SSA नहीं करेगा। क्लियर? SSA नहीं करेगा, तो हमारा ऑप्शन कौन सा करेक्ट हो जाएगा? सी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, एवरी रेशनल नंबर इज, एवरी रेशनल नंबर क्या नेचुरल होता है? नहीं होता है। क्या इंटीजर होता है? नहीं होता है, क्योंकि ये भी तो रेशनल है ना, और ये भी रेशनल है, तो ये इंटीजर, ये फ्रैक्शन, तो फ्रैक्शन भी हो सकता है और इंटीजर भी हो सकता है, तो रियल नंबर होता है। बी ऑप्शन करेक्ट चला जाएगा। डिग्री ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल, इसका लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट 0 है तो ये 0 हो गया, इसका लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट 0 है, ये 0 हो गया, तो मैक्सिमम पावर यहाँ पे 1 है और यहाँ पे 4 है, तो 4 डिग्री का ये इक्वेशन होगा। इसका डिग्री कितना होगा? 4 होगा। नेक्स्ट, ऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ऑल पॉइंट्स ऑन एक्स एक्सिस, ये एक्स एक्सिस है, ये वाई एक्सिस है, और इस पर ऑर्डिनेट, ऑर्डिनेट का मतलब बाई, तो बाई हमेशा 0 रहता है किस पर? एक्स एक्सिस पर, तो 0 ए ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, द इक्वेशन ऑफ 2x + 5y = 7 हैज अ यूनिक सॉल्यूशन, अ यूनिक सॉल्यूशन है तो x को आप 1 डालो तो यहाँ से y भी आपको 1 मिलेगा। क्लियर? तो y भी 1 मिलेगा, तो नेचुरल नंबर पर यूनिक सॉल्यूशन आपको मिल रहा है। किस पर? क्योंकि हमने x का वैल्यू 1 डाला तो वो नेचुरल नंबर ही था। ओके, नेक्स्ट, हाउ मैनी ट्राइंगल्स कैन बी फॉर्म, सॉरी, हाउ मैनी ट्राइंगल्स कैन बी ड्रॉन हैविंग इट्स एंगल 53, 64 एंड 63, तो एंगल का सम हमारा कितना हो रहा है? एंगल का सम हो रहा है 180 डिग्री, और 180 डिग्री जो सम होता है एंगल का, ये छोटे ट्राइंगल को आप बनाएंगे तो भी होगा, इसका भी सम 180 होगा, इसका भी सम 180 होगा। आप कोई भी ट्राइंगल फॉर्म करेंगे, ईच एंड एवरी ट्राइंगल का सम 180 ही होगा एंगल का। क्लियर? तो इनफाइनाइटली मैनी। इन ट्राइंगल PQR, PQR ट्राइंगल है, PQR, एंगल R थीटा है तो P भी थीटा है। QR दे रखा है, QR 4 दे रखा है, PR 5 दे रखा है, PR 5 दे रखा है, सॉरी PR ये नहीं, ये 5 दे रखा है। देन द लेंथ ऑफ PQ, लेंथ PQ क्या होगा? PQ क्या होगा? थीटा के सामने 4 है तो थीटा के सामने भी 4 ही होगा, तो 4 हमारा आंसर करेक्ट चला जाएगा, ए ऑप्शन करेक्ट होगा। नेक्स्ट, द वैल्यू ऑफ, इससे √4 कॉमन ले लेंगे, √4 कॉमन लेंगे, ये कितना बच जाएगा? √8 + √12, ये क्या है? √8 + √12, ये कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा, तो 4 का स्क्वायर रूट कितना? बी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। जीरो ऑफ द जीरो पॉलिनोमियल, एक पॉलिनोमियल है, ऐसे ले सकते हो आप, px = ax⁴n, उसके बाद bx⁴n-1, कोई भी पॉलिनोमियल आप कैसा भी लेट करो। अब इसमें जीरो पॉलिनोमियल कब होगा? जब इसके कोएफिशिएंट 0 होंगे। कोएफिशिएंट क्या होंगे? 0, तो x का वैल्यू तो आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हो, एनी रियल नंबर। क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस ऑफ द पॉइंट 3,4, तो पॉइंट हमारा एक 3,4 है, एक पॉइंट है 3,4, यहाँ से यहाँ तक हमने 3 चले, ये 3 है ना, और ये डिस्टेंस जो है कितना है? 4 है। तो ये कह रहा है परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द बाई एक्सिस, तो बाई एक्सिस यहाँ से डिस्टेंस की बात कर रहा है, ये बाई एक्सिस से, तो ये वाला डिस्टेंस होगा, और ये डिस्टेंस कितना होगा? ये भी 3 होगा, तो 3 हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, If one of the angle of a triangle is 130, then the angle between the bisector of the other two angle can be। एक हमारे पास ट्राइंगल है, ये ए लेट कर लिया, इसका ये वैल्यू 130 है, इसका ये बाइसेक्टर है, इसका ये बाइसेक्टर है, एंगल बाइसेक्टर। तो हमारे पास बचा कितना 50 बच्चा, इसी को ही ले लो, है ना। 50 में 30 ले लो इसे, चलो इसे 15 कह दिया, 30 लोगे तो एंगल बाइसेक्टर है, हाफ हो जाएगा। अब 20 बचा, ऐसे 10 लेट कर लो, है ना। कुछ भी आप लेट कर सकते हो, एक्स वाई भी लेट कर सकते हो, न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू भी लेट कर सकते हो। बस कंडीशन ये है कि ट्राइंगल के एंगल का सम जो है 180 होना चाहिए। क्लियर। ये 25 हो गया, तो ये कितना हो जाएगा 180 डिग्री माइनस 25 डिग्री, तो कितना हो जाएगा ये 155 डिग्री। क्लियर, 155 डिग्री, ये 155, डी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, इफ डी इज अ पॉइंट ऑन द साइड बी सी, एक ट्राइंगल है ए बी सी, डी एक पॉइंट है, ये रहा डी। क्लियर, साइड ऑन बी सी ऑफ ट्राइंगल ए बी सी सच दैट ए डी बाइसेक्ट, ए डी क्या कर रहा है, बाइसेक्ट कर रहा है इसे। क्लियर है, एंगल को बी ए सी को बाइसेक्ट कर रहा है। देन पहला ऑप्शन देखते हैं, बी डी इक्वल टू सी डी। ये नहीं कहा जा सकता, क्योंकि अगर ये साइड इक्वल होते तब कह सकते थे बी डी इक्वल टू सी डी। बी ए ग्रेटर देन बी डी, यस, बी ए ये रहा, और ग्रेटर देन बी डी, यस। तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि हाँ ये करेक्ट होगा, क्योंकि ये एंगल बाइसेक्टर है, इसे डिवाइड कर गया। अब ये जो है ना लाइन, ये बड़ा होगा किससे, बी डी की अपेक्षा, तो बी ए ग्रेटर देन होगा बी डी से। नेक्स्ट, √2 इक्वल टू 1.4142, तो इसका जब वैल्यू आप निकालेंगे, इसे रेशनलाइज करेंगे, तो ये √2 - 1 का होल स्क्वायर बनेगा, और यहाँ पे a स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर ये बनेगा। ये हमारा √2 - 1 आ गया। √2 इसका वैल्यू 1.4142 गिवन है, -1 करेंगे तो 4142 हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा, 4142, सी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, वन ऑफ द फैक्टर ऑफ, इसका अगर फैक्टराइज करेंगे तो a स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर फॉर्मूला का यूज करेंगे। 5x - 1, 5x + 1, ये प्लस ये कितना है हमारा 1, या फिर 5x + 1 का होल स्क्वायर, ऐसे लिख सकते हो। 5x + 1 कॉमन ले लिया, तो ये कितना बचा, ये बचा 5x - 1, और प्लस बचा 5x + 1, किसका, इसका। और इससे ये जब डिवाइड हो जाएगा, 5 और 5 कितना 10x हो जाएगा, तो हमारा आंसर ये आ गया 10x इंटू ये हो गया 5x + 1, तो 10x इसका फैक्टर हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, ऑन प्लॉटिंग द पॉइंट 0,0, 0,0 तो हमारा ये रहा पॉइंट। 3,0, 3,0 ये रहा 3,0। क्लियर, और 3,4, 3,4 ये रहा 3,4, और 0,4, 0,4 ये, इसका हाइट 4 है तो इसका भी हाइट 4 होगा, 0,4। ये इसे ज्वाइन किया तो ये डिस्टेंस कितना है 3, तो ये भी कितना हो गया 3 हो गया। ये डिस्टेंस कितना है 4, तो ये भी डिस्टेंस कितना हो गया 4 हो गया। क्या बन गया, एक रेक्टेंगल बन गया। नेक्स्ट, इन द गिवन फिगर, जब भी पैरेलल लाइन हो तो लाइन को थोड़ा ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं ना, सीधी बात ये है। ये ड्रॉ कर लिया, ये 30 है, 130 है, तो ये 130 हो गया, ये 50 हो गया, ये 70 हो गया, क्योंकि एंगल का लीनियर पेयर है ना, तो एंगल का सम 180 हो जाएगा। 50 और 120 हो गया, तो ये 60 रह गया। क्या पूछा था देखते हैं, PQR कितना आ गया हमारा, PQR 60, सी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, इट इज गिवन दैट ट्राइंगल ABC, ये इसके सिमिलर है। नेक्स्ट, ये AB इक्वल टू 5 दे रखा है ना, ये A, ये B, ये C। अगला ट्राइंगल है FDE, ये इसमें गिवन है AB इक्वल टू 5, लो भैया 5 है, और एंगल बी इक्वल टू 40, एंगल बी इक्वल टू 40, एंगल ए इक्वल टू 80, एंगल ए इक्वल टू 80। ट्रू बताना है ना। अच्छा सॉरी, मैं शायद सिमिलर बोल गया था, ये कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, कॉन्ग्रुएंट का साइन है, तो कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो ये कितना हो जाएगा 120, ये हो जाएगा 60, ये 60 हो जाएगा। अब इसमें आते हैं डी एफ इक्वल टू 5, देखो ए एफ बी डी और सी ई, बी डी, बी यहाँ पे फॉर्म किया, एफ को हमने यहाँ पे ऐसे, सेम ट्राइंगल बनेगा सेम, ये 80 हो जाएगा, ये 40 हो जाएगा, ये 60 हो जाएगा। तो हमारा क्या आ जाएगा डी एफ 5 ई 60, ये करेक्ट हो जाएगा बी ऑप्शन। नेक्स्ट, द ग्राफ ऑफ y इक्वल टू 6, y इक्वल टू 6 बाई, ये रहा y इक्वल टू 6, ये जाएगा y का वैल्यू 6 जाएगा, ये x एक्सिस हो गया, ये y एक्सिस हो गया, और ये डिस्टेंस जो है 6 हो जाएगा। पैरेलल टू x एक्सिस एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 6 यूनिट फ्रॉम ओरिजिन, बिल्कुल ये ओरिजिन होता है 0,0, करेक्ट हो जाएगा फर्स्ट ऑप्शन। नेक्स्ट, इफ वी मल्टीप्लाई और डिवाइड बोथ साइड्स ऑफ अ लीनियर इक्वेशन विद अ नॉन जीरो नंबर देन द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ लीनियर इक्वेशन। देखो x प्लस वाई इक्वल टू लेट कर लिया 5, ये से 2 लेट किया, इसे 3, तो इसमें हम 2 से डिवाइड मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, 2x प्लस 2y इक्वल टू 10 हो जाएगा, तो भी ये सेटिस्फाई करेगा, चाहे डिवाइड कर लो चाहे मल्टीप्लाई कर लो, तो क्या होगा रिमेन्स द सेम। नेक्स्ट, द वैल्यू ऑफ, ये मल्टीप्लाई है तो बेस सेम हो तो पावर ऐड हो जाएगा, पावर ऐड हो जाएगा 256 का पावर कितना हो जाएगा 0.25, ये हो गया 256 का पावर, सॉरी 0.25, ये 25 है, क्लियर। ये 25 1/4 देता है, तो ये हो जाएगा 4 का पावर 4, और ये कितना है 1/4 है, तो 4 का पावर 4 इंटू 1/4, 4 आंसर करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज फैक्टर, तो फैक्टर क्या होगा, इसका वैल्यू क्या होगा x³ प्लस y³ प्लस 3xy x प्लस y माइनस, ये क्या है x³ माइनस y³ हो जाएगा, तो ये गया 3xy फैक्टर है, x प्लस वाई भी है, तो 3xy ऑप्शन में है, आंसर हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, इफ द कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ 2 पॉइंट्स, इसके कोऑर्डिनेट आपको गिवन है, एफ सिसा एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट, एक्स की कोऑर्डिनेट कितना है -2 है, माइनस इसका एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट -3 है, तो ये -2 प्लस 3 हो जाएगा, आंसर कितना आ जाएगा 1 आ जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, द इक्वेशन ऑफ x इक्वल टू 7 इन 2 वेरिएबल्स कैन बी रिटन, x इक्वल टू 7 है, x इक्वल टू 7 है, तो 1x प्लस 0y इक्वल टू 7 ऐसे भी आप लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है, ये करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, एंगल ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल आर इन द रेशियो, ये हमारा 6 हो गया, ये हमारा 6 हो गया, ये 9 हो गया, 9 का वैल्यू 180, टोटल सम कितना होता है 180, 1 का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा 20 डिग्री, तो ये कह रहा है स्मॉलेस्ट एंगल कितना होगा 2, तो 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 40 डिग्री, हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा, बी ऑप्शन करेक्ट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट, इफ 2 साइड्स ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल आर ऑफ लेंथ 5 सेंटीमीटर एंड, ये आप जानते हैं कि ट्राइंगल में a प्लस बी साइड्स का जो सम होता है वो ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन होता है थर्ड साइड से, क्लियर, और जो साइड्स का डिफरेंस होता है a माइनस बी, मॉड इसीलिए ले लिया डिफरेंस, तो इसके बीच में लाई करता है, इसके बीच में लाई करता है, तो एक बार इसका सम करो 6.5, एक बार डिफरेंस देखो, डिफरेंस 3.5, तो इसके बीचों बीच में होगा, है ना, इसके बीच में कौन सा है, क्या ये है, बिल्कुल है, ये कह रहा है साइड कैन नॉट बी, कौन नहीं होगा, ये नहीं होगा डी, तो डी ऑप्शन हमारा करेक्ट हो जाएगा, क्लियर।
Hello my dear students, my name is Akash Chaudhary, I am your reasoning mentor. Today we are discussing Matrix Olympiad paper class 9th part 5th of logical reasoning. Let's we start from question number first. As you see the question, find the missing term. Our series is 1, 9, 25, 49 question mark 121. As you know, 1 square of 1 is square of 3, square of 5, square of 7, square of 11. What will become? Then you say 9. Square of 9 is 81. Our answer is option B is correct answer. Next question is A, I, B, J, C, K. What will become for next term? A, B, C, D, I, J, K, L. Our answer is D, L. Option A is correct answer. Next question is, the door of Aditya's house faces the east from back side of his house. This is any person house. His house is east faces. He walks straight. He walk, for example, he walk straight 15 meter. Then he turns right and walk 15 meter. Finally, he turns left and stop after walking 25 meter. Now, Aditya is in which direction from starting point? This is starting point. This is ending point. This direction is called, this is east. This is south. This is called southeast direction. Our answer is option A is correct answer. Next question is, one morning Ajay and Mohit were talking to each other face to face across him. In the morning, sun in east direction. If two persons are talking to each other, that is right, that is left, and that is right. This is faces south and this is face north. Shadow of these persons is made in west direction. Mohit's shadow was exactly the left of Ajay. Which person contains left of Ajay? That is Ajay. And that is Mohit. Which direction was Ajay facing? Ajay is facing north direction. Our answer is option C is correct answer. Next question is, in a row of students, Mohan is 10th from right and Suhan is 25th from left. In a row, Mohan is 10th from right and Sohan is 25th from left. When they interchange their positions, then Mohan will become 22nd from right. 22nd. What is the new position of Sohan from left? This is right 10 to 22 plus 12. This is also increasing by 12. Our answer is 37. Option C is correct answer. Next question is, Rohit is 17th from left hand in a row of 29 boys. Karan is 17th from the right hand in the same row. How many boys are there between them in the row? Number of mid person. Formula is right plus left minus total plus 2 in overlapping case. Because right and left, sum of right and left is overlap is greater than from total, that is called overlapping case. Formula of overlapping case, mid person, right plus left minus total plus 2. 17th plus 17th minus 29 plus 2. That is 34 minus 31 equal 3. Our answer is option A is correct answer. Next question is, select the correct combination of mathematical sign to replace star sign to balance the equation. 9, 4, 22, 14. If we take first option, into equal minus 9 into 36, 22 minus 14 is 8. This equation is not balanced. Option A is not answer. 9, 4, 22, 14. If we take option number second, into minus equal 14. 9 into 4, 36 minus 22 is equal 14. 36 minus 22, 14 equal 14. Equation is balanced. Option B is correct answer. Next question is, given interchange sign plus and minus and numbers 5 and 8, which of the following equation is correct? 5 and 8 are replaced to each other, and plus and minus are also interchanged each other. Our first equation is 82 minus 35 plus 55 equal to 8 is replaced by 5, 5 is replaced by 8, minus is replaced by plus, and plus is replaced by minus. 88 equal to 52 plus 38 is 90, minus 88 is equal to. Our equation is satisfied. Option A is correct answer. Next question is, 9 cricket fans are watching a match in stadium seated one row. They are J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. L is just right. These person sitting this time, this is right and this is left of these persons. L is just right of M. L is just right of M, and at third place the right of N. Third place right of N. K is at one's end of row. Q is seated adjacent to both O and P. Q is between, that means O and P. Two conditions are Q, O. O is the third place at the left of K. O is the third place of left of K. O is the third place of left of K. J is just left of A. J is just left of A. These possibilities are not right. J is just left of K. O. These are 5 persons. This is 4. K is end. Then J, O, Q, P, K. This is our row. What is our question? Who is sitting the center of the row? These 4 persons are excluded. These 4 are excluded. In the middle of this row, J is our answer. Next question is, this question consist of a question, then the statement numbered first and second below it. You have to decide whether the data given in the statements are sufficient to answer the question. Read both the students and choose the appropriate options. What does dollar means a code language? If we take first option, we not find the code of dollar. If we take only second statement, we don't have dollar. That means only one and only second are not sufficient. If we take both the statement, then we say 5 is common, 7 is common, hedge is common, remaining term is dollar. That means one term are common remaining. That is our answer. That we say both statement first and second are together are necessary for answer the question. Option C is correct answer. Thank you very much.